The following lesson is designed to provide a brief overview of the specific tabs in the IAEG AD-SRT. Although there are multiple lessons that make up the overall course, it is recommended that participants take each applicable lesson in the same order they appear in the tool. Upon completion of each lesson, participants are encouraged to move to the next session in the series. This course uses text, images, audio, and video. As such, it is best viewed in full screen mode and with speakers or headphones. Finally, should you have any questions related to the AD-SRT, we encourage you to visit www.iaeg.com to view additional resources.
By the end of the Supplier Acceptance Tab module, participants will be able to do the following: explain the primary purpose of the Supplier Acceptance Tab in relation to the AD-SRT, demonstrate an understanding of each applicable field in the 3 subsections, and correctly fill out each applicable field within the Supplier Acceptance Tab. The Supplier Acceptance Tab is the last step to completing the AD-SRT. It is a mandatory tab. The supplier authorizer must provide any outstanding information prior to signing off on the declaration. They must also use the Run Data Check function located at the bottom of the page to ensure key information has not been forgotten or omitted. Once all of the mandatory fields have been filled out, the declaration will need to be authorized with a signature. This may be done electronically, or a physical copy may be printed, signed, scanned, and then reattached via the Attachments tab. Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to use the Supplier Acceptance tab in the Aerospace and Defense Substances Reporting tool. In addition to this demo, we encourage you to gain practical experience with the tool by downloading a copy and exploring the various tabs and fields. Let's get started. Before completing a declaration through the AD-SRT, it's important to ensure proper sign-off occurs. In the event that a method of signing the form has not been coordinated with the requester, the users can complete the following steps. Fill in all applicable fields, print, and sign the form. Then scan the signed form and attach it via the Attachments tab as referenced in the previous module. In the event that the supplier authorizer contact information is the same as the supplier contact information, then users should select Yes under the Identical Supplier Contact field. If the information is different, then users must fill in the remainder of the fields, in particular, those that are labeled Conditional Mandatory and Mandatory. This includes the authorizer company name, the authorizer name, the authorizer phone number, and the authorizer email. As we move under the Supplier Authorization header, the following fields must be completed. Authorizer Acceptance. Users should select Yes only if the authorizer approves all the data submitted under the declaration and accepts the legal statement as it applies to all of the data. The authorizer sign date. The statement type. Users should select Default if the standard approval requirements or statement in cell G19 through 22 will be used. Alternatively, Custom may be selected if a unique statement will be entered into the approval statement box. The authorization statement. Users can leave either the default statement or customize their response to fit the scenario. The final section of the tab is the Run Data Check button. Prior to submitting the declaration to the requester or exporting it, users should click on the Run Data Check button. This will either validate the data as accurate or flag incomplete or incorrect fields. When the button turns green, the data check is complete. You have now reached the last lesson in the IAEG AD-SRT course. There are several other tabs in the spreadsheet, including the Terms of Use, Use Descriptor List, or UDL, and History tab that you may explore at your own pace. As mentioned at the beginning of the course, if you have additional questions related to the tool, please direct them to IAEG for clarification.
The IAEG AD-SRT provides organizations with an efficient way of capturing and reporting identity-supplied product and substance information. Using the tool helps organizations ensure that information is documented under a standardized template with industry-accepted terminology and coding. Data recorded in the tool can be converted for distribution as it is compliant with the IPC 1754 Data Exchange Standard.